Hey The Cut, this is Savannah James, and this is why my skin is so good. So the first thing is clipping his hair back.
Yeah, thank you. Your skin actually is super flawless.
Thank you so much. I like to take a less is more approach when it comes to my skincare. So the first thing is we're gonna wash our face. Gotta get all the things off from the day. So we're gonna wash our face first.
Okay, what are we washing with?
We are going to be using the IS Clinical Cleansing Complex. This has been in my routine for probably 6 or 7 years now. It's just my go-to. I love how it makes my skin feel. It doesn't dry me out. Like, it's a great go-to. So this has been in my routine for a while. So I'll start here.
That's fine. I also use it every single day. It is my favorite. Ooh, you wash with super warm water?
So just to put it on my hands.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hot, but it doesn't feel hot once you put it on.
Okay.
Take a pretty decent amount. And when I wash my face, I typically I know that it's like a double lymphatic drainage. So I like to use the soap to do like a little bit of a lymphatic drainage massage just because I feel like the slip is better. So I'm gonna wash and drain.
Okay, you show me your lymphatic technique and I'm gonna follow.
Okay, so first we get saturated. And then we start at the bottom, child. Okay. Start at the bottom, scoop up. Do like 8 or 10 times. And bring it down a little bit on your neck. Okay. Then we go mid-face. Push everything back. See that slip? Can you tell the difference? Do not forget your neck.
Okay.
Okay, she gets dirty too. Rinsing everything off. I like to just use the water like a, commercial and make a mess. So I like to use, I don't know where I saw this or read this, but I like to use like a disposable cloth to dry my face off. And these I get off of Amazon. It's like a compressed towel and I just stick them in my toiletry bag for when I'm traveling. Yeah, and I dry my face and wash my face with these. Open it up. And get her wet, let it expand. It kind of puffs up and out like that.
As soon as it goes under the water.
Yeah. Then we do a pat down. Get the sleep out your eyes. Get your ears. Don't forget your ears, child.
Okay.
I got all these piercings and you can't forget your ears. And I'm okay with leaving a little bit of like a dampness on my face. I feel like it helps everything to sink into my skin. So I don't go with the super dry base when I'm putting on like my serums and things.
Right. Okay. I really like this. You have to have me invest in these myself. Yeah.
It's Amazon cheap, bag of like 50 of them. Really good. Okay. So the next step would be serum. So the serum is a pigment processor. So it really targets the inflamed pigment in your skin to help even out your texture and your tone and just give you an overall brightening. This little balloon here is a Korean innovation, and it gives you 99.9 usage of your product, so there is no waste. So these are the things that I went over to research and just see what we can incorporate into our brand.
I love the packaging. Thank you. It's very luxe, but it's like something that you want to pick up on your skincare counter.
Oh yay.
Yeah.
I usually do 2 pumps.
Get into the packaging. I was just reading the list of ingredients in this and they're pretty good.
Yeah, we were really intentional about the ingredients just because there's so many fun, cool things out there that are new and, we pride ourselves in being like a next gen ingredient forward brand. So yeah, some really cool things in here. So just kind of spread it on kind of in the same way that I do my lymphatic drainage technique. Oh, child, my tab's coming up.
This feels really good on the skin.
Thank you.
It feels
Thank you
so good.
much.
Wow.
And it really does do a good job of even in the tone and the texture. I've been primarily using these products since we've been formulating, and I have noticed a big difference in my skin, and it's, you know, just, it's all I use. So yeah, I'm accrediting that to these products. Next is the Compression Complex. And this is what we would like to consider like our day cream. So this has really cool long-term benefits of hydration. It's all we want. We all want to be hydrated and glowy and beautiful. But the instant benefit of this is that you get a snatching effect. So we have a really cool ingredient that snatches you up, and also some things that are blue light protecting. So I'm talking to you guys on this digital device right now. I'm also going to be protecting my skin from the blue light. And also just with environmental stressors that we have on a day-to-day basis, this is going to keep all of the good things that we put on our skin in and all of those bad things out. So let's dive into this.
Let's put it on.
And clearly, I'm not playing when I say I use this every single day.
What is that snatching ingredient that's in it?
That is peach gum. There's people way smarter than me who are, putting these things forward, but I thought that ingredient was really cool. It's called peach gum.
Wow, it absorbed into the skin.
Yeah, I really wanted something that was super hydrating, but also on the days that I decide to wear makeup, I wanted to be a good base for the makeup that I use.
Okay, Reframe. This is great.
Thank you.
Sometimes you just like rubbing a moisturizer in, it feels so lightweight, but it feels really hydrating, like the hydration that seeps into your skin.
Yeah, we like to, it doesn't leave, again, it's not super sticky, but you can totally see that my skin is bouncy and glowy and giving everything that it needs to give.
I mean, wow, the skin is giving.
And then, for the sake of us having this conversation, we're gonna dive into some of the circadian cream. So this one is a little bit heavier. This is something that we are considering like our night cream. So if you do your night routine, which could be a little more heavier in products like your exfoliant, let's just say I'm a chemical exfoliant girl, so this just calms the skin. It also has really cool ingredients that put your skin to sleep to regenerate and rebuild your barriers. Yeah, so, and it's just a little heavier. We think of it as like a sealant, so this is that product.
Okay. And you use this one at night?
Yep, at night.
Okay.
Dug into. We were really being influenced by texture. So if you notice, this texture is really like bouncy and like, it's just so cool. Like,
it's like tacky almost. Yeah. It's so fun.
So, yeah. So this is that. I did way too much for getting out of that jar.
Okay, it's thicker in texture, but it's still really lightweight when it's on the skin.
Yes. That's what our goal was, to not make you feel like you had, a ton of product on your face.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going to sleep. I don't know if that's not super comfortable. You put your face on the pillow or your head on your pillow and you're stuck to it. So by the time you get through your routine, everything is sunk in nicely and you actually wake up with a really amazing glow.
Okay, I wanted to talk to you about working with Howard. I went to Hampton.
My sister went to Hampton.
Okay, so you're not fully against us.
No, I don't have a dog in the fight. So.
Tell me a little bit about the intention behind going to Howard School of Dermatology to work with them there, and I also want to talk to you about your Korea trips.
So we wanted to make sure we aligned ourselves with a partner who was an academically accredited institution with the clinical studies being at the top of mind for us. We wanted to make sure that we were doing it through people who were experts in the field. So we did extensive research. Howard came to us at the top of our list. Basically, we've worked with the head doctor of dermatology at Howard. She's been amazing, and the clinical studies are speaking for themselves. The preliminary data that we've gotten from that has been exceptional, and we're also thinking that we can do like a published paper behind the findings that we have. So that's been really cool too. So I can't share this with you. I don't think you want to share my lip chat with me. But this is an essential part of my routine, is making sure my lips are moisturized. And no, we got a little prototype situation happening here. So I applied that. And that's it.
And she's glowy.
She's done.
She's dewy.
Ready to go to bed.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, this feels so good on my skin.
Love that.
So, outside of daily skincare, are there any beauty treatments that you love? So I know you mentioned like the chemical peel. What treatments is Savannah loving?
So right now, it took her a lot of convincing, my esthetician, shout out to Celeste Rodriguez Skincare LA, microneedling. I was terrified to do microneedling.
I still am terrified.
Terrified, but I trust her, and she held my hand through the process, and it was actually not that bad. I saw a difference in my skin, mostly in my texture and some of my spots, my pigment inflammation. But that is what I'm loving now. Obviously, you can't do that often, but that's like the new thing that I'm like obsessed with. Like, I was so scared of it, but it's actually not that bad and really effective.
I still haven't tried it. I'm scared too.
I feel you. It took me a long time and a lot of convincing.
Even my first laser treatment, I was like wanting to cry in the chair. I was like, I know they're probably looking at me like, girl, relax.
I haven't gotten there yet, so.
Woo!
Yeah.
I couldn't even finish the full treatment. It was.
I know.
I was like, I'm sorry, but like they were supposed to go over multiple times. It's like, you can just do once. And my skin looked great. And I was like, beauty is pain, but there's just certain things that like my pain tolerance won't allow.
No, I feel you. I have only dipped my toe in the microneedling. I'm gonna stay there for a little bit, get my chemical peels, and evolve from there.
Exactly. I do love a chemical peel, especially for texture and everything. It brightens the skin immediately. A chemical peel is great.
Yeah, it's that sit down time that's like,
I know,
but it's really effective.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about aging, because I feel like everybody now is always like, it's either, oh, I hate aging and everything is like anti-aging this and wrinkles this, but then you also have people who are like, I love aging. I feel like you give me that energy. Like, I also feel like you get finer.
This is true.
As you age, I'm like, I look way better than I looked a few years ago.
It's giving a Sauvignon Blanc vintage is what we're trying to give right now. No, yeah, I think aging is beautiful. I think that there's things that we can do to make ourselves feel good along the way, taking care of our bodies on the inside and out. That, ultimately with aging, I think that that's what people are scared of or nervous about. But as long as you're taking care of yourself and being intentional with that, I think it's fine. Aging is great.
Yeah. I know you don't play about taking care of yourself. When you did our cover story a few years ago, you were telling us about the detox. I see on Girls Who Get It, you have your slow mornings.
Yes.
So what is the wellness ritual right now? What does that look like for you?
So right now I'm still very much like a juice girly. I don't like to say detox as much because it's not like a daily thing. I think I do detoxes when I just feel like I've been overindulgent in the things that we should not be overindulging in. I just give my body a break. I love a salad. I love fruits and vegetables from my garden. Like, I think that those things are important when you're talking about what you're putting inside your body. Yeah, and I like to do like an infrared sauna. I love that. I think that that's also detoxing because you're sweating and getting all of the toxins out of your body. And I think slow mornings are good for your mental health, or just taking time for yourself and making space for yourself in general is good for your mental health. So as long as you are doing all the things, mind, body, and spirit, that's a win.
Yeah, I love the infrared sauna. The infrared sauna always loved me and my hair.
Yeah.
But I love an infrared sauna.
Yeah, you definitely got, it's a delicate dance with that one.
It is. And I love that you have your own garden.
Yes, I love it. I have my own bees. I have my own honey. I love all of those things. I just, I was introduced to the bees from a collab that I did with another amazing company, and I kept them. The honey was so good, and we use honey so much, and I'm like, allergies, like I'm dealing with that right now. So I think it was like a really cool thing to be able to say, like, I have bees on my roof.
That is so cool. She said she grows her vegetables in her garden.
I do.
Period.
I do.
love it. Okay, I think it is rapid fire time.
Okay.
It is. Okay. So, rapid fire, 3 questions.
Okay.
What is good skin to you?
Good skin to me is healthy skin, hydrated skin that you love. Yeah, I think that's good skin to me.
Yeah, agreed. You feel most beautiful when?
I feel most beautiful when I got my scarf on and I'm burning and I'm glowing from my skincare and I have on my most cozy pajamas and I'm getting into bed to do a Netflix binge. Okay, that is when I feel most beautiful.
That's what we need tonight. You speaking to me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And lastly, in what way do you want to reframe the beauty industry?
I want to reframe the beauty industry just in the ways of how we're looking at beauty and how we are educating ourselves about beauty and how we are considering all people in beauty. So I think we're doing just that in the reframing of it all. And I'm excited to share it with the world. I think that you guys are gonna love it.